Hello, welcome to this very quick tutorial on how to name aromatic compounds. Now, compounds containing a benzene ring are named in two different ways. Sometimes the benzene ring is the main functional group and it has substituents coming off it. Other times there is a main functional group and the benzene ring is a substituent. There's no real easy set of rules to identify which compounds are which ones are named in which way. So I'll just show you some examples and you can just learn which ones are named in which way. So first of all, we're going to look at some compounds where benzene is the main functional group and it has substituents coming off it. So the first group of compounds are ones with an alkyl chain as a substituent. So these compounds where benzene is the main functional group have the suffix benzene and have prefixes that determine substituents you have coming off the benzene ring. So first one is simply called methyl benzene. Then we've got ethyl benzene, and with 3 carbons in a row, propyl benzene, so they're nice and easy to name when you've got just an alkyl chain coming off the benzene ring. Another type of compound where benzene is the main functional group is when you have a halogen atom directly off the benzene ring. So here we've got some examples. This one on the left is chlorobenzene. Then we've got bromobenzene and iodobenzene. Just some examples of where you've got halogens coming off the benzene ring. And finally, we've got nitrobenzene. And that's a benzene ring with an NO2 group coming off it. And just for reference, the nitro group is a nitrogen, double bonded to an oxygen in one direction and single bonded in the other, giving this oxygen a negative charge because your nitrogen's got 4 bonds, that's positive. So overall the nitro group is neutral, and it also exhibits resonance, just like we believe benzene did, where that double bond can shift between each of the oxygens. So overall it's quite stable, and generally we can draw it like this to represent that we've got these electrons shifting from here to here in resonance. So now we're going to move on and look at compounds where benzene is not the main functional group, so it doesn't take the suffix. So first of all, we've got a situation where we've got an alkene coming off the benzene ring. In this case, the main functional group is the alkene and the substituent is the benzene ring. So the main functional group is going to take the suffix, so this is ethene, and the prefix comes from the benzene ring. And as a prefix, we call it phenyl. So phenyl just refers to a benzene substituent. So this compound is phenylethene. Another case where benzene is not the main functional group is when you've got an alcohol or a hydroxyl group coming straight off the benzene ring like this. This compound is known as phenol. Same goes for benzene with an amine group coming directly off it. This one is known as phenylamine. And finally, slightly more complicated if you've got a ketone coming directly off your benzene ring. This compound is called phenylethanone. Oops. So it's ketone, ending in -one. The other bit, it's got 2 carbons in it, so it's ethanone, and this is phenyl. So to name these compounds, you literally just need to remember which ones take benzene as a suffix and which ones take phenyl as a prefix, and then you'll be able to name them. Okay, and the last little thing that I want to say about naming aromatic compounds is if you've got more than one substituent on your benzene ring. So I've just shown you some with methyl groups coming off them just to give you some examples. So the first one's obviously methyl benzene. And all of these other ones have 2 methyl groups, so they're going to be dimethylbenzene. it's now just about where those methyl groups actually are. So your first one, they're both the same, so it doesn't matter which one you start counting from. So we'll call this number 1. Now you can count this way around. So your second one is on carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be 1,6-dimethylbenzene. Or if you go the other way around, it's on 1, 2. So just like anything else, you go with the lowest numbers. So this is going to be 1, 2-dimethylbenzene. And the third one, same thing again. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter where you start numbering from. So we'll start from here, 1, and it's either 1, 2, 3. So it's either 1,3-dimethylbenzene or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1,3 or 1,5-dimethylbenzene, go for the one with the lowest numbers, and then you'll be correct. So we've got 1,3-dimethylbenzene. So that's easy enough. And now, because they're cyclic structures, you need to be careful. You're going to end up with two things that are actually the same structure but might not look it. So this compound here is exactly the same as this compound here. So just be careful with that, just because they're drawn slightly differently. These are the same. And on the right hand side, these are the same. So be careful where you're counting from. Make sure you're aware when you've got two things that are exactly the same. And finally, just to be complete, we've got this bottom left one. We've got a methyl on carbon 1 and we've got a methyl on carbon 4. So this one is 1,4-dimethylbenzene. So that's naming things with more than one substituent.